KDHL's AM Minnesota program. In studio is the Grand Marshal of the 2018 Heritage Days Parade. She's not here for that, but I just had to put that in there. Mona Kaiser, who's the Executive Director of the Faribault Area Senior Center. I just came back from the Senior Center after taking a few pictures of the construction going on. It's taking shape, isn't it, Mona?
It is really taking shape. Every day there's something different happening. Lots of people on the grounds these days. So
yeah, and you know, it's just kind of my personal editorial here on the show today. It's kind of refreshing to see all local contractors there. I saw Pete from Custom Glass and Mirror, and I saw Metcon there, so it's very cool.
Absolutely. The priority for our general contractor was that they had to have a Faribault address. So yeah, Metcon has taken really good care of us.
I'm sure they are, and I know in previous shows you mentioned that most of these contractors are donating some stuff.
A good majority of them are donating, whether it's an in-kind gift like Daikin and Sage. There's others, or they're making a reduction on the cost that they're charging us, so financial contribution in the same way. So.
And the financing is being done at the Reliance Bank, so.
Well, the goal is for us to pay for the building and not have to use a construction loan, but should that not happen, we do have two banks actually, Reliance and the State Bank of Faribault, are working together, and so we have a construction loan in place should we need it.
Oh, okay. But the hope, the dream, the desire is not to need it. You're
Correct. Yes, we have, the goal is 1.9 million. We are at between 1.5 and 6. We need $300,000.
Well, there you go.
In order to make our goal. So.
But just have Jerry write you a check. Nice of me to volunteer Jerry's money.
I was going to say, if that's an option, I'm so able to ask him for that. Yeah.
I know I don't have it, so that's, I wish I did.
That's the goal, though, to raise all of the money before we occupy. So.
But when I called you and asked you to come on the show and said I wanted to do a construction update,
yes,
your first words to me were, "This has been a decade-long process."
Yeah, the first time we started talking about a building expansion was in 2008. So we identified the need way back then, and then things happened and it took a long time, and we needed to work with the city, and the city administrator changed faces several times, and it took a long time. Our first gift was given in 2015, September of 2015, and we hope to occupy, we will occupy this year, 2018, so exactly 10 years.
So what is the timeline? When are you going to be having your open house? You have any idea?
Well, the way that timing looks at this time is we're kind of doing it in two phases. So what you see now on the property is what we're calling phase one. And we have to have phase one done because we need a front door. And so once our new front door is done, we'll move into phase one, which we expect to be late summer. I'm going to say August, although it's not official.
Sure.
And then we'll have a new front door, close off the current front door, and that's where our fitness studio will be. And then we start the fitness studio and the remodel in the existing building. So it'll be maybe October.
So there's going to be more construction on the north side of that building? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes. Right now you see the big piece on the west, but there's like a little hole in the middle from the current space to the community center, right where our flagpole is.
Right, yeah.
Right, so that is going to be closed in. The current vestibule will be demolished, and then we'll close that all in, and that's where the fitness studio will be. But we couldn't start it until we had a way to get in the building.
Right, and you're expanding the coffee area?
And that's in the first phase. Oh yeah, that's going to be like the centerpiece of it. That's new commons area.
All right.
So
we're going to get some more information about the Faribault Area Senior Center. I'm pretty pumped about this. When AM Minnesota, because I'm going to be a senior here. Well, depending on your definition, I guess I already am. I'm over 55. Mona Kaiser is with us from the Faribault Area Senior Center. We're getting a construction update. You can thank Paul Panofsky for this because he kind of reminded me of this on Monday when he was on the show, Mona. So.
Yeah, the city has been just a great partner on this, especially Paul. So walking down and going through the building and having questions, he and I have worked together significantly on this project. So.
I'll bet you have.
Yeah.
It's really taken shape. Folks, if you haven't been by there, you might want to drive by.
Yeah, they're working on the final touches on the canopy. When I was leaving today, the windows are being installed. The frames of the windows are being installed this week. I can hear sheetrocking going on inside the interior. Almost all the sheetrocking is completed. So the sheetrockers and the tapers are there. I heard that they were painting in the bathrooms yesterday. So we're at that point. We're really moving along. So
the crummy April weather-wise didn't affect your construction at all?
It didn't, because we had it enclosed, and so everybody just could keep going throughout the winter. So they're actually working on the outside also this week. The storm water, the drainage for the parking lot coming off of the roof and from the parking lot, all that drainage they're digging in the underground this week. So that couldn't be done until the frost was out anyway. So yeah, now that part is happening as well.
Well, I love the canopy. It's a great idea. In fact, I don't know why one wasn't put on there when you originally built it, but I guess nobody thought of it at the time.
Yeah, probably not. It's going to be a nice addition. You know, we're pulling the traffic off of First instead of Division, and I know that you like that idea.
Yeah, it's very safe.
Yeah.
People walk across the street now quite a bit.
Yeah. Well, don't bring that up because that's a challenge. But coming in off of First is going to be super nice. Extra parking, we're adding 20 more parking places above what we had, before this all started.
That'll be on the west side.
On the west side, correct. And then doubling the number of handicap spots. So we really had the safety of our members in mind when we planned this, coming in off of a safer street, going out onto a safer street, more parking, pulling up closer to the front door. We're going to have automatic door openers, kind of like, when you walk into a grocery store, there'll be sensors. So when you walk in, there'll be
you've got
automatic.
Now, but you have to push a button, right?
Yep. And it's kind of unreliable. I'm not going to lie to you. It's unreliable, and the weather makes it a little temperamental.
Sure. So when you're walking with a walker, if you're by yourself, it's kind of tough.
Yeah. So we needed to upgrade that as well, and we definitely are doing that. So.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So again, the fitness, you're gonna have a fitness area,
right?
Separate from the community center fitness area.
Yes.
Because the seniors have different goals when they're doing their fitness.
Right. So our fitness room will be a studio, which will have no equipment in it. The community center has
like a dance studio, you're saying?
Yeah. I would describe it. Yep, for classes. So the community center has treadmills and weight machines and elliptical. We're not doing any of that. Because they have a full complement of equipment, it would be silly for us to duplicate that. And it's expensive and it's hard to maintain. What we need is a room where people can take
yoga,
chair yoga, and Tai Chi for arthritis, and bone builders, those sorts of classes that are tailored especially for people that we serve.
So that Tai Chi helps arthritis? I've got arthritis.
There is Tai Chi for arthritis. There's a special class that's called Tai Chi for arthritis. So yes, it helps your range of motion.
When do you meet?
Well, that's one of the classes we're going to be putting in.
Okay, you don't have it yet.
No.
Okay.
No, that's one of the classes that we expect to implement.
That would be very popular,
I think so too. Yeah, and the chair yoga, people love the thought of taking a yoga class, but one of the things about yoga is as we age, getting down, up and down off the floor.
Oh gosh, yes.
So there's specific yoga for seniors that does those moves, but without that up and down off the floor kind of thing. So that's what we're shooting for.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I have a little announcement if you want to hear about the big news, the new gift that we just got.
Well, certainly.
One of the local business owners in our community has recently purchased the old Boston's building. So there's a partnership of 3. And the local name, of course, we all know is Joe and Catherine Donahue, who currently own Ace Hardware. Well, I received contact from one of my board members, who happens to be Catherine's dad, Dick Hora, that there was a possibility of a gift of furniture from Joe and Catherine. And so all of the furniture that was in Boston's had to be removed because they're updating that space. So they have donated all of the furniture, beautiful, beautiful furniture, to the senior center. So Metcon came with 2 semi-trailers, and we loaded up, several volunteers loaded up 2 semi-loads of furniture. Chairs, there's 5 sizes of tables. There's high-top tables, high-top chairs, booths, and all of these beautiful chairs that they use for seating in Boston's, and they have donated them to us. So a significant gift that we will be able to take advantage of, especially in our Commons coffee shop area and the conference room. So super excited about that. Thanks to the Donahues and their partners for donating that to us.
Very awesome gift.
Yeah.
Did you have in your budget furniture?
I did not. Actually, we knew the 1.9 million is the construction, but the furnishings, that budget number was outside of that, simply because we maybe were going to have to use not, new things to start with because of the cost. We thought that we could get by until we moved in and get things as money became available. And so that budget was not, we hadn't started raising money for that. And so the fact that this is a beautiful gift. Some of the tables have some scratches around the wood on the outside, and I have some board members that are gonna touch those up, and so everything is gonna be as close to brand new as possible.
So the coffee shop area is gonna double in size?
Quadruple
in size.
Yes. Yeah. The coffee shop that we have now is just that one small room, and you've been there before.
Yeah.
And we put in, very often we'll have 40 to 50 people in there at one time. It is, a popular setting. And
it'll be more popular now, I would think.
I know. And the guys say the women are too loud, and the women say the guys are too loud, and it's just all fun. But everybody is managing and putting up with it because we know that it's going to be over soon, and we'll all have lots of room, lots of elbow room. So, yeah, the chairs alone, the gift from the Boston's building and from Joe and Catherine, there are arms. They have arms on them. They're padded. They're kind of a hammered metal, looking very current, not outdated at all.
Right.
We have 90 of those chairs, which is like beyond what I ever could have asked for. So there's gonna be lots of room and lots of places for people to sit.
Yeah. Well, what they say, the Lord works in mysterious ways.
Ain't that the truth? I totally believe that. I totally
that
believe
was like
that.
manna from heaven.
Yeah. People that have given us these wonderful things. Now we can add that Donahue gift, that partnership, to those generous gifts that Daikin, I saw them put those air handling units up on the rooftop last week, and the Sage windows are going in now. So, I get kind of emotional because people have been so great to this organization.
Well, we're all going to be seniors someday.
We hope.
Depending on your definition.
We hope. Yeah.
We're seniors now.
Yeah. It's fun to hear people talk about, do people live there? No, people don't live there. In fact, they're coming and going all the time. We're more of an active age group of older adults You know, these are the people that are taking the exercise classes, and we have all ranges of ability. You know, people that are still more frail and a little slower, to those people that are playing pickleball 3 times a week, you know. So big range of activity and ages. We program to people between 50 and 100.
Have you played pickleball?
You know, I haven't, but it's a huge, very popular game right now. I know the community center has a ton of people playing in there.
That is very popular.
Yeah, the name's kind of weird.
It's fun. It's fun to play.
You've played it, huh?
Yeah, I don't know why they call it pickleball.
Yeah, there's some discussion on that. Something about somebody's dog was named Pickles or something. That's one version that I've heard. So.
No, but it is a fun game.
Yeah.
And you don't have to be in great shape to play it.
No, it's kind of a modification. Somebody said it's kind of like a modification between tennis
and badminton.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Yeah. So I don't know. I've never been a tennis player, played much with rackets, but
I mean, you don't serve whipping the ball like you do in tennis. You do it underhand like you do in badminton.
Okay, so that's a nice modification.
You know,
Yeah,
so it lazily comes over.
Because it's like a wiffle ball, that sort of a ball that they use.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, it's fun. You should try it sometime, Mona.
I think I will.
Get that husband of yours over there and play some pickleball.
Pickleball. I should do that. I know it's really popular, and I know that there's been a lot of growth in Faribault.
Mona Kaiser is the executive director of the Faribault Area Senior Center. I want to get to some events going on at the Senior Center, but first of all, you did bring along your 2017 annual report. It has a neat historical timeline in it.
Yeah.
When I was 10 years old, the Faribault seniors began meeting at McKinley Elementary School. 40 seniors on average played cards and socialized, it says here.
In 1968.
Think how far we've come in 50 years.
I know. Yeah. I love reading through this. We put this together for an anniversary. The early years were put together for an anniversary that we had. And then, as you can see, over the last few years, you know, it's become a little more detailed because I've been trying to do a kind of historical timeline for people, for those that come after us. So
did you count the number of homes you had?
You know what? I could do that too. It's in there because they were at St. Lucas for a while, and then they were at the
McKinley
old Armory,
McKinley,
St. Lucas, the old Armory building, the library, the Knights of Columbus. And then I think they moved to where they are now.
That's 6 different homes in 50 years.
Yeah.
So less than every decade you are moving.
Now we're set.
Well, we've been set for a while. When did this first go up?
The current space, they broke ground.
93.
They broke ground in 93. They broke ground in 95.
Oh, okay. The agreement was signed in 93. Okay.
Yep.
Senior Center broke ground, occupied in 96.
So 2 years of fundraising, and then they occupied in 96. So, yeah.
So you had 5 positions, 5 different locations from 1968 until 1996.
Correct. Yeah, they really moved around a lot.
Oh my gosh. Thank heavens.
There were some great people, you know, that did all that heavy lifting back in the day. You know, Warren Sanborn was instrumental.
He certainly was.
Yeah, I think about some of those people. Nancy.
Should probably call that canopy the Warren Sanborn canopy.
He really was one of the founders, no doubt. Margaret Johnson was another one.
Yep, that's another one. They were on the show many times.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I believe it.
In those early years.
Nancy Grabko was the director when they built the current building. So I think she was the first director that they had. I never met her, but Nancy was also very hardworking making this happen. So Don Johnson was the fundraising chair for the senior center at the first time. So
he put a lot of work in there. He was on here a lot in those years too.
Okay. Well, you have a lot of historical background too, because you've been sitting in that chair for a year or two.
Well, the chair I usually sit in is higher than this chair.
Yeah, that's right. You do kind of look a little shrunk in that. It
I
kind
feel
of went.
like I'm in kindergarten.
It went down while you were sitting in it.
Yeah.
So I try not to laugh out loud.
No, that's quite all right. So anyway, there must be some exciting things going on that you want to educate people about in the final 7 minutes of the show.
We are doing our big recycling event next week. So that would probably be the big thing I'd like to mention.
What are you recycling?
We are doing, and you know, if I would have been
Everything?
on my game, I would have brought the sheet along. But we'll look that up and I'll make sure you have it.
Oh,
but
is it my newsletter?
it's in your newsletter and it's on our website.
Okay.
But we will be setting up, we have a company, or a nonprofit, excuse me, from Rochester. And this will be the third time that they have come. They come, set up their truck. People can bring their items, donated items. We'll unload your vehicle, and then we take that. It's given to this nonprofit, and then they pay us per pound for what is donated.
You have kids that volunteer for this, right?
You know, this year they're going to be more mature than high school kids.
Oh, okay.
So, but we will have volunteers that will be there to unload people's car and trunk. So you still got a good week to clean out your garage or to dig through your basement.
Maybe it's easier to ask what you don't take.
Well, they don't. One of the big things people will say is, do you take TVs and computers? And we don't. Unfortunately, those things are not accepted. There is a list at the senior center. You can pick up the do's and don'ts. But like household things, dishes are good and decorations are good. Appliances, small appliances that work are good. Somebody asked me, will you take a lawnmower? I said, well, let me ask you first, does it work? Well, no. I said, oh, then we can't take it. So it's not, we don't take things, you know, that have to go in the garbage, you know, or that are not useful. So, but things that are useful, they're going to be resold in the thrift store that this nonprofit operates, and they use it to support their mission, which is homelessness in the Rochester area, and people that have been recently released from prison. So they have their own mission, and so they take our stuff and then they resell it for their mission. So it has to be things that are useful. And we have a great list. I hope people will look at the list, because we will have to say, if you come with something that's not useful, we will have to say, I'm sorry.
So you'll take furniture like my old entertainment center?
I look at the list. It depends. There's some criteria on that as well.
Okay.
Small furniture is good. Big furniture is not good.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. So it is kind of specific on that, but we have done very well, and people are very happy to do some of their, you know, cleaning out. I know that there's somebody that is cleaning out mom and dad's house. That's a perfect scenario for this event. Is if you're cleaning out somebody's house, especially, there's tons of stuff. You know, all your kids, you know, have gone through and they've taken what they want, and now we have lots of dishes, and we have lots of silverware, and we have lots of bedding, and we have all of those things.
So this is a fundraiser for the senior center?
It is a fundraiser for the senior center. Yep. So.
And when is this again?
Thursday, May 24th. Whoops. Thursday, May 24th from
Next Thursday.
4 to
1 week
6.
from today.
Correct. And we're doing it at the parking lot north of the American Legion. It's the old Public Works site. So you just drive right in, loop around. You don't even have to get out of the car.
Wow. They even got a vacuum cleaner. No, they don't have it. They don't have a vacuum.
I don't know.
Gas pumps. I was thinking there was.
No.
They have gas pumps there.
They're not anymore.
Oh, they took those out.
I think so. Yep, I think so. And then the senior dining is also having a meal that evening. So if you want to load up your car, drive over, then come on over to the senior center, and we'll have turkey and mashed potatoes and dressing.
Ooh,
at
that's
the
one
senior
of my
center.
favorite meals.
I know. You can have Thanksgiving in May.
You have cranberries?
I think so. And pumpkin pie.
When is this? Next Thursday?
Thursday.
Oh, I'll be doing playoff fast pitch.
Yeah, well,
I'll miss it.
Can't win them all, Gordy, but that's another option for people. We would like people to call and sign up for the meal. So, and then we're going to do another thing coming in June. We're going to celebrate Heritage Days with a special event. that we are in the process of planning. So there'll be a reception and to celebrate Heritage Days. And we're also going to do a nice meal part of that as well. So a couple of big things coming up.
Meal?
There is. It's through senior dining, which is the $4 for people 60 plus, and then $7 for those under 60.
Same next Thursday?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
$4 where you can eat for $4 and get turkey and dressing and cranberries and
I
you're
know.
gonna have corn or beans or something.
Yep. The
And a
traditional turkey dinner.
Pumpkin pie for $4.
$4.
I mean, serious.
Yeah, I know. I hope that right now we have I think 30 or 40 people signed up, and they can handle way more than that. So hopefully people will call the senior center, put their name on the list, bring your recycling down and have dinner, or just have dinner. So all of that's open. So
Are you expanding that dining area too?
we actually are remodeling that room and putting in a walk-in cooler and a walk-in freezer, so there will be a little less seating space, but a larger capacity for the kitchen people. They put out a lot of meals. Not all of them are right in our building. They take meals to Golden Meadows. They do all the food, Head Start food too.
Yeah, I'm running out of time here, Mom.
Yeah, all right.
Thanks for coming in. We'll have you on when we get closer to Heritage Days, because you're the Grand Marshal of the Heritage Days Parade. Congratulations on that.
Thank you so much.
Fantastic. That concludes today's edition of Bay, Minnesota on KDHL AM Faribault, Minnesota. Hope you enjoy this absolutely gorgeous day.